It is the toughest 8 seconds in sport. Mere mortals trying to tackle over a ton of meat and muscle. Hell-bent on doing whatever it takes to tame the untamable. The shortest payday on the planet can also be the most dangerous. And for the animal athletes that these cowboys climb atop, the goal is simple: dismount and destroy.
Watch this bull! Whoa! Oh, Monster Energy Protection athletes doing everything they can.
This is professional bull riding and the PBR Australia Monster Energy Tour. The PBR Australia Monster Energy Series has offered fans all the thrills and spills they've come to expect from the toughest sport on dirt so far in the 2024 season. Visiting 3 states in the opening 2 months of the competition, our riders, bulls and contractors have covered some serious kilometres in rural and outback Australia. Now they head to the city to showcase this unique sport. Our competitors will battle it out across 3 days at the Sydney Showgrounds. Points for the championship on the line, and with only a handful of events before the Origin Series, riders will be looking to put themselves in the qualification zone for both Team Queensland and Team New South Wales. Before we get to all the action, let's recap what's happened so far in 2024. The 2024 PBR Australia Monster Energy Tour kicked off over 2 nights in Scone, central New South Wales. On night 1, only 2 cowboys managed to cover their bulls. First, Toby Hale.
Hey, we're getting him done.
Then, Thomas Hudson.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's cheer it up. Come on, let's cheer for the young man.
The fans fired up on night 2, and the riders responded. Clint Glass covering Wild Jacket for 83.5 points. Then it was Toby Hale off to the perfect start, going 2 from 2 on Tennessee Whiskey.
Get him down! Oh, Stone, you can be louder than that!
After time away from the sport, Lane Mellors made an impact on De Bear.
Well, he's out, he's on, he's making the turns. We're seeing back-to-back performances. Come on, Lane!
Lachlan Richardson making it 3 in a row for the Cowboys on Rusty Latoon.
Stay with it! Oh, ladies and gentlemen, that is how we get it done!
In the Monster Energy Championship round, some big guns came out firing.
This is what we come to see. Come on for the Australian champion. That's more like it. That's Macaulay Leather style.
His younger brother Boston did not want to be outdone.
Here comes Boston, holding on strong. Get behind him, Stone. We're watching some great cowboy riding action here.
However, Lane Mellors delivered big time in his first appearance back in the PBR.
Is tonight going to be his night in Scone? Oh yeah, out and around. This is good. This is good. Come on, get behind him. Well, come on, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Monster Energy Tour of 2024. And the young man from Mundubra, Queensland, Lane Mellors.
The tour then moved to Bow Desert, and night 1 saw our Cowboys take on another impressive pen of bulls. Bryn Francis fired the first shot on Houston Calling.
You need to scream for him, Bow Desert. Come on. Help him. Help him.
Clint Glass up the ante on White Weapon.
Look at this. Watch him. Go to work. Bring it. Wow.
Before Tyson Smith broke through on Extraction.
Extraction, here we go. Come on, Tyson. Go, man, go. the clock says 8 seconds.
In-form Toby Hale continued his run with the highest score of the night.
The bull is called Turbo. Make a little noise and let's make history. Come on. Come on. Come on, Toby. Go. Cowboy up.
Night 2, the Bulls once again took charge early, dumping cowboy after cowboy, before Lane Mellors managed to break their destructive dominance.
Come on, somebody scream at him. Oh, it is a qualified bull ride for Lane Mellors.
It was a rare highlight for the riders, the Bulls punishing their opponents once more, until Jackson Gray climbed aboard just right.
Put your hands together for an 81-point ride.
In the Monster Energy Championship round, the rankest bulls in the pen showed why they were saved for last. The only one able to break through in the early stages, Braden Welby.
Braden Welby looking for his first qualified ride of the weekend. Tough North Queensland bull rider. Gets it done.
A two-time Australian champion was flung aside by Mr. T on his way to the highest bull score of the event. Clint Glass would be the only rider to post 2 scores, in doing so snatching the event win.
Wild Force, Ruling Ranch Bucking Bulls. Go, Clint, go! Get the money! Get the money! Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise!
The road train then travelled to Toowoomba, a Touring Pro Division event. Points in the championship were still on the line. 2 men would ride 2 bulls each. Lachlan Richardson finishing second after his effort on Pretty Boy, before being outdone by Ben Bode on Superlicious. Back down to Bendigo and Victoria for our final stop before Winton. Cody Heffernan finding some of his championship-winning form on Midnight Special.
Cody Heffernan has Midnight Special of Diamond Ass Bucking Bulls. Come on, Cody. Come on. Stay tight. There's another 8-second ride.
But it was younger brother of the reigning champ Boston Leather that stole the show. First this on Even Up.
Boston Leather. Come on, Boston. Make the adjustment. Do it. It's going to be very, very close. 86.5 to the lead.
Then sealing the win on Man Glitter.
Leather number 7 right now in the PBR. Come on, Boston. Come on, Man Glitter. Morgan's Cattle Company. Boston Leather, hold on. Don't weaken. It's going to be very, very close. It is Cowboy up, Boston Leather.
The series then moved on to Winton in central Queensland, where Boston kept his run of form going on night 1.
Number 1 right now with a bullet. This is all in. Come on, man.
He was matched by Braden Welby.
North Queensland bull riding champion coming on. Bringing the heat.
And Lane Mellors.
Come on, Lane. Let's bring the heat.
The 3 equal on points heading into night 2. Thomas Hudson threw out the challenge early with the highest scored ride of the event, launching him into the lead. Toby Hale also mounting a challenge.
Win some money. Come on, buddy. Take it to him. Yes, sir. It is a qualified bull ride.
However, Braden Welby came up clutch in the championship round to take out the Winton Invitational buckle.
Come on, Braden. Come on, man. Stay in the middle. Stay in the middle. What do you say, Winton? Come on.
The results see Braden move up to 4th in the championship standings. Boston Leather maintains a healthy advantage on top, ahead of Toby Hale and Ben Bode. Lane Mellors and Lachlan Richardson lurking as threats in 5th and 6th. The PBR Australia Monster Energy Tour hits a major metropolis for the first time in 2024. The Sydney Showgrounds hosting the Sydney Meatstock Touring Pro Division event over 3 days. Riders, bulls, contractors, crew and fans all assembled for the first round on Friday. The aim? Last the 8 seconds and get a score on the board. Let's look at how to make the ride count in the PBR.
Bull riding, the toughest sport on dirt. How is it scored? First, the basics. The athlete must stay on the bull for 8 seconds. The clock starts when the bull's shoulders or hips have cleared the chute. The athlete must ride with only one hand gripping the bull rope. The clock will stop when the rider loses his grip from the bull rope, or any part of his body hits the ground before 8-second ride is over, will result in a no score. If he touches the bull or any part of his own body with the free hand or arm before the 8-second ride is over, the rider is disqualified. The athlete's ride and the bull's performance are judged separately. Officials score the bull on how hard the bull bucks and how high he kicks, power, speed, spin, and direction change. Athletes are scored by their control, rhythm, and how they match movement with the bull. While spurring the bull is not required, if a rider wants to earn extra points, they can do so by pulling their leg away from the bull to demonstrate control. There are a total of 100 points available for a qualified ride. That is, 50 points for the rider and 50 points for the bull. An average score will be in the 80s, where an exceptional ride will be in the 90s. Judges will award a re-ride if the bull underperforms and the score is less than 80. The athlete with the highest point total from the entire event becomes the event winner.
Our Cowboys are ready to go in round 1. First to buck out and fresh off an event win in Winton is Braden Welby.
The young man, he's a circuit bull riding champion. He is in the best form of his career. Well, he is out and around. It's a little tight to the left on that occasion, Simon.
Oh, he's going to be devastated with that, Morgs. As you just touched on, riding red hot. We saw that in Winton only a couple of weekends ago. We know that cowboy. We know his form. He's going to be back.
Sam Woodall is on the comeback trail. His next opponent, Bex.
Righto. They're dishing up some great bull riders first section here tonight. Let's take you all the way down to Hayward, Victoria. He's a young man that was at the top of the pack last year in 23, Sam Woodall. The bull that is drawn, this is Bex from the Mains Bucking Bulls. 12 ounce, similar to that previous bull, only ever been ridden once for a score of 85 points. That was Cody Heffernan, and that was also at the Newcastle Entertainment Centre.
Oh, Bex, he's fired up in this Can-Am shoot. All right, Meatstock, you know what you've got to do. You've got to be louder than the man behind him. Sam Woodall, he knows how to get the job done. Takes himself forward. There's the nod. We're out.
Hey, well, this is a kid that's been in good form. Come on, folks, you've got to get a little rowdy. Come on now. Well, it's going to be a tough call. Our protection athletes, boy, Nick Wilson, Josh Burks, Eric Richardson, put their bodies on the line once again.
Agonisingly close for Woodall, 7.58 seconds. Clutching his shoulder, he will have a day to recover if he's to compete in round 2. Lachlan Slade loaded in the chute for his first ride on Tough Walk.
Be loud. Let's get behind this cowboy. Oh, Lockie.
That brings up Will Watson from Victoria on to Bear.
Well, at 39 years of age, he's certainly in the prime of his bull riding career. 16 years, he has been a member of the professional bull riding here in Australia. He would love nothing more to be our first score tonight. Set the pace, let the others chase him for that championship.
Set the pace, let the others chase. It's easy when we look at it. Come on now. Ride him, cowboy! Ride him, cowboy! Let's go, Will!
Oh, man. Boy.
Well, Sydney Meatstock, we have a cowboy up!
Will Watson, the first to make the 8-second buzzer, scoring 81.5 points on De Beer. But it was one of few highlights for the riders in the opening sections. Brumby Brandenburg is put down by Sniper.
Yeah, this is another of the lazy G bucking bulls, man. He's got some action, got some elevation out of there.
Clint Glass, unable to claw out the 8 on Outback Cat.
Let's get with him, folks. Clint Glass, he's out and around, away from his hand. Clint to the outside. Boy, you got to feel for him, folks. You got to feel for him.
Felipe Braga also falls.
Hey, he's on the Victorian Mortgage Cattle Company bull. This is Wild Jacket.
New Zealand's JC Davis lines up against another Morgan Cattle Company bull, Sky High.
Never ever been ridden. Well, it's going to go once again, Sky High.
An impressive 42.5 points for Sky High. He remains unridden. Mount Walker cowboy Dan Ruland then lines up against Juicy Jacket.
More points than any other. Well,
geez, I tell you, Dan, I talked to him at the start. You can see him hobbling. You can see him limping off there. Morgs, I know most bull riders are never 100% fit, but that young man is carrying a mighty knee injury. How about you put your hands together for him there, Sydney?
Ruland off to the physios to see if he'll be able to ride in round 2. 2023 rookie champ Zane Hall has drawn Kickstart My Heart from Diamond S Bucking Bulls. Zane hoping to kickstart his 2024 campaign after a slow start to the season.
24 times he's been to PBR events, only ever qualified on 3 occasions. Is it going to be 4 tonight? Hey, got a good start. Oh no, once again. Well, ladies and gentlemen, your applause tonight will be his only reward. Let's put our hands together, the left with the right, make a little noise. Make him feel welcome in Meatstock, Sydney.
That brings up another young gun fresh on the scene, Toby Adams.
He's drawn himself a mighty bull in Midnight Special from the Brian Scott Diamond S Bucking Bulls.
Yeah, well, Toby's one of 2 brothers. They're second-generation cowboys, bull riders. Of course, their dad was a former bull rider, livestock contractor. Toby and Jackson Adams, the 2 boys from Mendora, and we see in bull riding tonight. Well,
Well, hold on, Morgs.
Well, the protection athletes have done their job. Regardless of the score, let's put our hands together for the young man, ladies and gentlemen.
We're going to need a little bit of clarification here. The clock has stopped at 1.77 seconds.
Adams doing everything he can to try and make the 8. However, he slaps the bull with his free hand early in the ride, and it's a no score.
Well, hang on. Out it comes.
Next loaded in the chute, Lane Mellors, currently sitting 5th in the championship.
Oh.
That brings up New Zealand's Clay Ward.
Hey, and this is El Maggio from the Morgs Cattle Company. Hey, this is one of the Kiwi cowboys. Oh, man, oh, man.
Oh.
I'll let you know a little secret, Simon. His first trip to Australia, he was the runner-up bull riding champion of New Zealand recently. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for that Clay Ward.
81 points.
Clay is only the 2nd cowboy to put a score on the board in round 1. Fellow countryman Clint McAutry up next.
Folks,
Well, the thing about this sort of bull, Simon, he's another from the Morgans Cattle Company. Been out 5 times, has never, ever been ridden. Oh, man. And you can see why. Oh, boy. Hey, what a sidestep. Man, oh man, he got out of there once.
Our next cowboy from even further afield, Brazil's Diego Galdino dos Santos.
He is fresh in the land down under.
Drawn Wonder Boy from MC Bucking Bulls, also a fresh bull. First time on the PBR, so it's rookie up against rookie here. Let's see how they go.
Well, he's keen to get started, get posted. Hey, this young man from Brazil, looking good. Stay up, Diego, stay up, stay up. Oh, man, I think we may have a Brazilian qualified here in this round of our competition.
Oh, he's done it, and he's not no way near a rookie with that quality. First timer, I should say, and he's done it. 81 points.
The Brazilian makes an instant impact on the scoreboard. Our third rider to post a score. Next up, Luke Wicks.
Here's a guy that's had about 5 years off, Luke Wicks. And the bullet he's drawn, this is making time. Well.
Veteran bull rider Lachlan Richardson lines up next on Bad Boy, hoping to put in a good showing in his home state of New South Wales.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we say, real serious PBR bull riding power here.
Well, here's the secret. He's got to get a good start, Lockie, around the corner. Come on, Lock, this is what he likes. Lockie Richardson out and around, staying square, cowboy. Come on, folks, let's ride with him.
Ho, ho, ho!
Well, there it is, ladies and gentlemen, your $1 million professional bull rider in Lachlan Richardson.
Oh, well, boy, oh, boy, what a start. We talked about that leaderboard. We've got it 77.5 points.
The bull score limits Lachlan's points haul. However, with only 4 scores on the board and 2 more rounds to come, he sets himself up well in round 1. Bradley Wheeler mounted on Swinger next.
Bull just not cooperating.
Again, the swinger.
He's wanting him.
Oh, here we go. Shoots back. Oh, no. Well, the keys have flown out of the bowl, one would say.
Daryl McPherson is making his first appearance in 2024 on Rock and Roll.
You've got to go to where the countries really support their sporting identities, and bull riding's big here in this country. Let's go with the young man. We're off with Daryl McPherson out and around. Hey, these Kiwis are riding red hot here in Sydney, man.
She's sitting tight.
Well, he has been flagged down by the officials at 6.6 seconds.
Close, but no score for McPherson. Fellow New Zealand cowboy Riley Ward up next.
Here it is. This was a great cowboy last year on the PBR tour. He really gave it a nudge and put a lot of our Aussie cowboys on notice. From Central Hawke's Bay, 19 years of age.
Well, you know, he's only 1 year out of our Rising Star Academy, so he is a tender young bull rider in this event. Oh, I like this. This is good. Hey, come on, Sydney, let's cheer him on. Oh, yeah. Well, the Kiwis have come to the land down under, and boy, they've identified $25,000 they would like to take home with them. Ladies and gentlemen, he's on ground level. Let's hear it for the young man, Riley Ward.
Oh, well, vertical limits from Lazy G Bucking Bulls, 82.5 points.
Riley Ward launches into the event lead with his efforts on vertical limits. Another 19-year-old boy by the same name was loaded in the chutes. Riley Eade on the back of Haunted.
Was unridden at Bow Desert. He was unridden at Toowoomba. He was unridden at Scone in Hunter Valley. He was unridden at Mount Hunter. He was unridden here 12 months ago at the Meatstock Show. Is it going to be a night for Riley Eade, the boy from Tresco, Victoria? Moments away. We are only moments away. Remember, leading the competition is 82.5 points. Come on, Riley. Hey, folks, let's get with him. Oh, man.
Doing everything right. Lost his feet, lose your seat, so they say.
6.2 seconds for the Victorian cowboy. With one section left to complete in round one, there are 5 scores on the leaderboard. Hoping to add to that, current series leader Boston Leather. He's drawn Nemesis.
18 years of age, just out of our Rising Star Academy. But what this young man has achieved in the last 4 months is amazing. He's a #1 ranked professional bull rider in Australasia. Let's go with him. Boston Leather from Calliope, Queensland. Oh, man.
Oh, Nemesis. Nemesis from Maine bucking bulls. I don't think he realised what cowboy he just bucked off there.
Bryn Francis will hope to light a fire on Smoke Show.
Only ever ridden once, and boy, he has had him wound up. Man, oh man, he was as fast as anything we've seen.
Thomas Hudson next on Del Rio.
Well, let's see what he's got. Shoots back. Come with him, Scout. Come on, Sydney.
Well, that is a bull to watch. That's Del Rio.
Josh Grant tries his hand next on Lil Thing.
Josh Grant these days lives at Windella. 2nd year on the PBR Tour.
Oh dear, Little Thing from Diamond S bucking bulls. Oh, Josh, he's going to be filthy with himself there. You can see it shaking the head as he came off that bull.
That brings up our 3rd Brazilian contender, Italo Aguilar, on one of the picks of the pen, Man Glitter.
Itching to get back into the Australian soil, back onto an Aussie bull. Let's get behind him, Sydney. Out it comes Man Glitter, round to the right. Stick on, Italio!
Well, ladies and gentlemen, please, let's put our left hand with our right hand. Clap as loud as you can for the Brazilian cowboy, Italio Aguilera.
Man Glitter with another impressive out. Veteran John O'Cooling last to go in round 1.
Crooked Intentions. Now, this bull's been out 6 times. It's been qualified on 3 occasions for an average score of 84.8. So he's certainly rideable. We saw Ben Bowe rode him for 83.5. Toby Collins, he's one of the champion bull riders Victoria, and Bo Willis also have all ridden this bull. John O'Cooling would have that in the back of his mind. He is one that you can get by on. Come on, Jono. Let's stay on him, cowboy. Go on, Jono. Keep it up. Oh, man. We're going to have to wait for the judges on this call.
He's
too close for me.
Too close. We're just going to have another look at this. John O'Cooling yet to open his account this year, and this is what the man needs. This could be the turning point in his PBR career. The judges have said, cowboy up!
I tell you, Jono, he will be the happiest man in Sydney because he's had a year of outs. Score is, it's official, 80.5 for John O'Cooling, the cowboy from Scone. 80.5.
The best possible way to finish at the Sydney Showgrounds. After round 1, 6 cowboys have a score. Leading them all, New Zealand's Riley Ward. The Sydney Showgrounds plays host to the PBR Australia Monster Energy Tour. Fans flocking to day 2 of the competition. After day 1 saw 7 riders take advantage in round 1 by lasting the 8 seconds on their bull. This unique 3-day event offering plenty of opportunities for all our cowboys to score points in the championship race, and also in their bids to be selected for the upcoming PBR Origin Series, where 11 riders from Queensland and 11 from New South Wales will represent their state and battle for bragging rights and the PBR Origin Trophy. Round 2 saw the bulls begin in dominant fashion once again.
Boy, you got to be focused. Here it goes.
Lachlan Slade barked from the Rat before Brazil's Italo Aguilar failed to quench his thirst for 8 seconds on cracking tins.
The nod. Talio's out. Let's get behind him, Sydney.
Brumby Brandenburg also comes up short on Big or Bust.
That final slide up on the nod here. There it is, gates are back. Let's go, Brumby.
Well, he's big, he's bold, and he's strong, and man, it was just too much. He just could not weather the downforce pressure.
Can series leader Boston Leather break the Bulls' stride on Canadian Club?
But boy, he's drawn rank from the mains bucking Bulls. This is Canadian Club. He's been out 15 times for one qualified ride. Can this kid be number 2? Looking good. Come on, Sydney. Ride with him, Sydney. Yeah, come on.
Well, you can't keep a good bull rider down for long. Boston Leather has a comeback story from last night. He's put it all together. We're just waiting on the numbers. Look at the ride here, Morgs.
Well, I'm just waiting for the numbers. I can't see any touchdowns in the competition. Ladies and gentlemen, do you agree with our judges? We have got 84.5 points for the young man.
84.5. What a way to get Super Saturday underway.
Boston finds himself in a familiar position on top of the leaderboard. However, the Bulls were back to their usual tricks. Beck's besting Clint McCautry. Dangerously hung up, but escapes injury. Brazil's Diego Galdino dos Santos can't add to his round 1 score on Nemesis.
Come on, cowboy! Fight it! Fight it!
And Toby Adams is left crawling for safety after his stint on Tough Walk.
He can make it. Let's go, Toby.
Oh. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what a way to come down.
JC Davis tries next on Trooper.
JC Davis, can he be the man to make it too? Come on, JC! Oh!
The Bulls in an unrelenting mood. Can Riley Eade weather perfect storm?
Now this bull is from the MC Bucking Bulls from northern New South Wales. Hey, I like this little bull. He's out and around, but man, he's got no slow down, no back down on him.
Making time loaded in the chutes. Bryn Francis hoping to do just that.
Can he make it 3 for 3? Well, he's good. He's out. Making some moves. Staying square. Come on, Sydney! Oh, man. That bull riding rope got right to his fingertips.
7.68 seconds for Bryn. Close, but no score. That brings up Lachlan Richardson, hoping to add to his tally of 77.5 from round 1.
He is a $1 million professional bull rider, and the bull that he's drawn, this could well be the real test of his 24 campaign. If he can get him done, we're in for a big year. Lockie Richardson, come on, Lockie, you're around that corner. Give us your best. Come on, Lockie, you can do it. You can hang. Oh, man.
Whoa, hang on,
where are we going to go? I think the judges...
Dean Pace, our judge, has jumped up out of the chair.
The ride is retimed. The judges call Cowboy up, and a score of 84 points for Lachlan, moving him to the top of the leaderboard as the only rider with 2 scores. The Cowboys have struggled to get a run on, and once again the Bulls up the ante. Daryl McPherson bucked from Midnight Special.
Drawn deep into the competition.
Then Bradley Wheeler put down by Lil Thing.
The lime green chaps.
Thomas Hudson finds El Maggio a little spicy. Lane Mellors is derailed by Night Train. And Clay Ward can't add to his round 1 tally on Sniper.
Sliding forward, takes his nod, shoots it back. We're on.
Oh, man.
That brings up Felipe Braga, all the way from Brazil, looking for his first score since hitting Australian shores.
Here we go. Let's get behind him, Sydney. Come on. Ride him, cowboy.
Well, it's Brazilian. He wants a little cash and prize money to take back to his homeland. Well, he is going to be a qualified man in this competition, ladies and gentlemen. What about our professional athletes? Don't they do an amazing job? Come on, a big round of applause. Eric Richardson, Nick Wilson, and Josh Burks.
76.5 points for Felipe, adding his name to the leaderboard in 8th place. Braden Welby slides up on his bull Outback Cat, currently sitting 4th in the championship.
Righto, Braden. He's put it this bout, Outback Cat, bucking high, driving him up.
Well, you know what? He's certainly not the most orthodox bull you'll see in the competition, but I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, that boy from Townsville really would appreciate your support here this afternoon.
New Zealand's Riley Ward next to try, hoping to become just the second man to ride 2 bulls across 2 rounds in Sydney. He'll have to cover Wild Jacket to do so.
19 years of age. He's the youngest of the 2 riding here this weekend. Bullet is drawn from the Morgans Cattle Company. Hey, this is Wild Jacket. 10 trips, 2 qualified rides, and he is good. Out and around the corner. Hey, looks good and square. Keep it up, Cowboy. Come on, Kiwis. Let's hear for the Kiwi Cowboy. Oh, boy, oh, boy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there is a young man in the making. 19 years of age, Riley Ward gets his second bull ridden. Remember, he was 82.5 points last night. He bounces in this round.
85.5 points! We have a competition on our hands.
Well, look at this. Hey, folks, the judges loved it. I liked it. I know Simon was right behind him. That bull had it all. He mixed it up, and this young man from New Zealand, 19 years of age, he rode like a national champion. And tonight, that 85.5 points has taken him. It has skyrocketed him to the top. 168 points over the 2 nights so far. He is our new event leader.
Jono Cooling also with a chance to go 2 from 2.
Remember yesterday, he was 80.5. Tonight, it's exit lights from the Morgans Cattle Company.
Come on, Jono. Oh dear, exit lights.
Well, it's unfortunate for Jono Cooling. Such a brilliant ride yesterday. Looked like he was going to do a repeat performance here this afternoon. Just got him down.
Our final 3 riders all failed to score. Josh Grant taken down by Crooked Intention. Zane Hall barely breaks a sweat on Haunted.
Meatstock Sydney.
And then Dan Rulin can't score on Swinger.
Let's get a big cheer, a big cheer, big scream going for Dan.
That leaves 8 riders on the leaderboard after 2 rounds of competition. New Zealand's Riley Ward leading after scoring in both rounds. Both he and New South Welshman Lachlan Richardson will enter round 3 with the advantage of 2 scores in their aggregate. The Sydney Showgrounds, Wangal Country. In 2000, the world's greatest athletes gathered a stone's throw from here for the 2000 Olympics. Today, the toughest cowboys from Australia, New Zealand and Brazil have gathered for the PBR Australia Monster Energy Tour Sydney Meatstock Touring Pro Division Championship. 2 rounds have been held over 2 days, and now our riders must line up once more against a punishing pen of bulls. Riley Ward and Lachlan Richardson in prime position to take out the event. However, another 6 with scores can also overtake them should they fail to ride in round 3. First to go, Diego Galdino dos Santos of Brazil. He carries 81 points from round 1 into his final ride.
Nods there, he shoots back. Let's get behind him. Come on, Diego.
Diego cops a solid hit from Kickstart My Heart. Clint McAutry goes next.
Here we go. Ride him, Clint.
Midnight Special, too strong. Luke Wicks has drawn Juicy Jacket.
Luke Wicks. All right, Luke, on Juicy Jacket. Oh, Luke is down.
Man, oh man, there's a guy, he's a former junior world champion, travelled to the United States of America. And of course, unfortunately, Took quite a few years off tonight, just didn't come back as he would have liked. 2.18 seconds. That's the juicy jacket.
Brazil's Italo Aguilar is hoping to make the long journey worth it on Night Train. With both his Brazilian compatriots scoring so far, he has a point to prove.
Nods that head. It's going to have to be real quick. Here it is, Italio Aguilera. Brazilian, out and around, back, away from his hand, man. Well, ladies and gentlemen, come on, folks, it's Meatstock PBR 2024. And that was Italio Aguilera from Brazil with a time of 5.36 seconds.
Close for the Brazilian. Then Night Train adds insult to injury after the dismount. Thankfully, the Brazilian's pride is all that's hurt. Series leader Boston Leather has put his name into the mix in round 2 with an 84.5 point score and looks to add to that in round 3 on Bobby.
6 outs, no rides. He's going to have his hands full today.
Well, he's going to need to rewrite the record books. He's now sits at number 3. That could generate him right up to number 1 in the competition. Let's see what he does. 18 years of age. Come on, folks. Let's cheer this kid on. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man.
6.4 seconds for the series leader. New Zealand's Clay Ward out next on Big or Bust.
His brother sits at the top. And boy, oh boy, I know him personally, would love nothing more to take the lead away from brother in this event. He's going to need to qualify first and foremost. He's trailing in this event, sits at number 5.
Well, shoots back.
Clint Glass ready to go on Lil Thing.
Here's a guy that can ride rank. This is Clint Glass, Little Thing. This guy's one of our ranked bull riders in Australasia, not tonight. Man, oh man, that's from the Diamond S Bucking Bulls, Little Thing.
Lane Mellors has been finding success in 2024, scoring in 4 of 5 events so far. He will need to make the 8 on El Maggio to score in Sydney, being pointless through 2 rounds.
Well, here's a guy that won the Bull Riding Championship PBR in Scone. This is Lane Mellors from Mundubra, Queensland. Well, man, they have had the toughest of nights here tonight. This 3 rounds is really taking its toll on our professional athletes. Like it's like going, I guess, 15 rounds in a boxing tournament. It's just taking them down. And, of course, unfortunately, Lane Mellors, another one to fall short here this afternoon off El Maggio.
Our Cowboys certainly struggling on day 3. Will Jono Cooling be able to add to his aggregate score of 80.5 on Canadian Club?
Time to move up and do battle. Out and around. Come on, Jono. Oh, man. Ladies and gentlemen, airborne in the Olympics. Let's hear it for him. Jono Cooling. Oh, you will not see any bigger hits in any sport around the world than you just saw then. Watch the replay. Watch the double somersault backdoor exit. 1, 2, look good. Here we go, Jono Cooling. Well, he's back to the arena surface. Man, he felt like he was up there for an eternity. 3.92 seconds was the mark for that particular bull. Man, hey, I tell you something, Canadian Club's gone to the top ranked bull of the round. 43 points, Jono, if that makes you feel any better.
Thomas Hudson next on Bex.
Well, you can pull those feet that quick, that wide. It is going to draw the attention of the judges, but it also gives that bull the opportunity to get you on the ground. And unfortunately, Thomas Hudson's got to reset his mind when it comes to riding bulls of that caliber. 3.5 seconds.
Brumby Brandenburg now lines up on the Rat.
From Bloomsbury, Queensland. Had a great run up at Winton. He was 84 points on Blood in the Water. He was 84.5 points at Bendigo in Victoria. Tonight, he's drawn from the MC Bucking Bulls, the Rat.
The Rat. We only saw him last night there on Lockie Slade. Here it is now, Brumby. Quick nod of the head. He's in a good position. Come on, Brumby!
The Bulls continue their domination. Daryl McPherson, the next victim in the line of fire on Outback Cat.
Get himself in that preferred seat. There's the nod. Gates back. Here we go, Daryl. Oh, the leaping bull of Outback Cat.
Can Dan Ruland last the 8 on Making Time?
Well, he bucked off Bryn Francis Friday night, took out Luke Wicks last night, and he would be prime set, ready to do battle in round number 3. Boy, oh boy, set him up. There's a bull that really knows his moves. Hop, step, jump.
Making Time stays perfect through the event, bucking off all 3 of his riders. Bryn Francis hoping he can make his first score of the event on Wonder Boy.
Well, it's on. Out and around. Good ball. Out into his hand. Bryn Francis. Is he going to be our first score? Come on, Bryn. Come on, Bryn. Get it done. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Sydney Meatstock. Bryn Francis.
Finally, the Cowboys with something to cheer about. 81 points for Francis. Zane Hall hoping to keep the run alive for our riders on Money Time.
The camaraderie, the cheering, the sportsmanship, they're all going to be behind this young man as well, Zane Hall. There's the nod. Let's see how he goes. Come on, stick it, Zane. Ride him, Cowboy! There we go! Sydney, get louder!
Well, man. He used all of his energy. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for him one more time. 81 points. Zane Hall qualifies in day number 3 of competition.
2 in a row for the Cowboys. The only 2 rides of day 3 so far, and the next man already has 2 scores on the board. He'll look to extend the Cowboys' run to 3 and stay perfect along the way. His bull, Nemesis.
Well, folks, stay glued. This is the man that sits at number 2 in Meatstock Sydney this year. Lachlan Richardson, and the bull he's drawn, this is Nemesis from the Mains Bucking Bulls. Got a great record. This bull is ranked. Lockie Richardson, he is the $1 million bull rider we introduced earlier this afternoon. 7 years, Las Vegas, Nevada in the USA. The 2012 Australian PBR champion. And tonight, he is in the number 2 spot. Can he move to number 1? Time will tell. Sydney, come alive. Get it on, Lockie. This is Lockie Richardson in action.
Oh, what a cowboy! What a ride!
Well, ladies and gentlemen, stand tall, walk proud. Let's hear it for him, our $1 million bull rider, Lockie Richardson.
And the points are in, 83.5 points.
Well, 83.5 now. We've had 3 back-to-back rides. We knew it was going to happen, Simon. Positive energy was building, and it took one of the all-time great professionals of Australia to steer the ship. Well, now that has moved Lockie Richardson up to 245 points. He is in a golden spot with one rider yet to go in. Chasing him is Riley Ward that we'll see in the next section.
Riley Ward is the only rider who can catch Lachlan now, but there are a couple to go before he'll get his shot. Next, Braden Welby bucks out on Tough Walk.
Here we go, Braden. Come on, cowboy. Ride him. Ride him. Oh, Sydney, on your feet, 4 from 4.
The Cowboys have suddenly lit up, Braden adding his score of 82 to the mix. The Bulls eventually break the run. JC Davis no match for Tennessee Whiskey.
Let's see if JC can keep this going. Oh, he's in all sorts there, though, not what we needed. Oh, JC, what a way to roll out of that.
Josh Grant is put down by Vertical Limits.
He's out. He's on.
And Felipe Braga can't add to his tally on Sniper.
It's out. It's on. But once again, the Bulls are starting to dominate. That Bulls record now goes to 15-1.
Lachlan Slade manages to get another one covered for the Cowboys.
Let's see what we can do for Lockie Slade. He's in, he's on. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Moving the outside foot.
Slade scoring 81 on Rusty Latoon. That brings up our final rider, Riley Ward. If he can score 78 or better on De Bear, he can snatch the event win from Lachlan Richardson.
19 years of age. And the bull that he's drawn is De Bear. From the Lazy G Percalis partnership. This bull has a 50% strike rate. Has been ridden on 2 occasions by Will Watson and Lane Mellors. Now, tonight, can this 19-year-old Kiwi steal the $25,000 in prize money? Moments away, it's time to come a bull riding. Well, we will check and check from our judges. Ladies and gentlemen, he has been bucked off with a no score.
Riley touches the bull with his free hand in the first few seconds, which means the event win is now safely secure for Lachlan Richardson in his home state.
All right, Lockie Richardson, there you go, mate. That is your, but you don't want the box. No, he's going to fill it straight with whiskey. Hey, Lockie, I mean, these 3 rounds of competition, they put a lot of toll on the body, right?
Yeah, they sure do. That's what we prepare for every day leading up to it. So it's a lot of hard work to get to here, but it's good when it pays off.
Mate, your first 2 rides, Friday night, Saturday night, fantastic. You drew today. Did you know much about that bull?
I did. I've seen him a few times, and I try to keep a bit of an eye on the bulls. They still do what they want, but yeah, I like to draw, and yeah, he's still to come and capitalise and just have fun doing our job, really.
You're doing that, you're showing these young bucks what it's all about. I mean, Riley Ward is a quality cowboy, and it came down to that final ride for him. Unfortunately, he found the dirt, and so you've risen to the top there, mate. But congratulations, you must be happy with the way you're riding.
Yeah, for sure. There's always plenty to improve. Just keep working and just loving what we do. Thanks for coming out.
The Yeti High Bull score goes to Canadian Club by Maine's Bucking Bulls for his explosive out in round 3, scoring 43 points. Lachlan Richardson, the only man to ride all 3 bulls in Sydney. Riley Ward managed 2. Boston Leather and Braden Welby add to their championship point tallies in 3rd and 4th respectively. In the championship, Boston maintains a slender lead as Richardson moves up from 6th to 2nd. Braden Welby also rises a position to 3rd as Ben Boat is absent whilst competing in America. The series will now move back north to Rockhampton in Queensland for the next showdown in the PBR Australia Monster Energy Tour.